Welcome to JC Jams, hosted by James Crew.
And Joe Calarco.
Each episode will bring a selection of songs to chat about and review. From James's jazz to Joe's hip-hop, from operatic classics to trap bangers, and everything in between. Join us as we explore our music tastes and try to expand each other's.
Jammers,
We've
returned for another week.
Welcome back to episode 7 of the JC Jams podcast. Today we have a special guest.
It's my friend
Joe's
Aiden.
long-term friend.
Aiden O'Brien. Yeah. Ta-da. Or wait, no, I don't want
to. Or this way. He's over here for me.
Yeah, whatever it is.
What?
I was gonna immediately go to the Discord screen. I'm trying very hard not to put my mouse over the Discord overlay because I wanted to show that your name is like what, 2 eggs scrambled or something like that. I don't know.
Doxed,
yeah,
bro. Doxed.
Your Discord name.
Nice.
So
game
a bunch.
Okay. Anyway, we're back, and we've got 6 songs, 2 each for you today. We're gonna go in a little merry-go-round, each give you one, and give you our thoughts and feelings. And we're gonna kick it off here with Jamathan, if you would like to start.
As always, the link to the playlist will be in the description as a little thing for you to click on and listen along to these songs with us and enjoy. All right, today my first song is Cartz by Gum.mp3. Those of you who have seen our previous episode, this was, I believe, like my number 3 on Spotify. So basically, I have a playlist that wakes me up in the morning. Long story short, I have a playlist that wakes me up in the morning, and this is on there. So it gets played every day. So, but mainly all of my top songs are all these just random things. Like I didn't know half the songs in my top 5 really that well of their artists. It was kind of weird. But this was one of them. It's a pretty, I have this, I believe I mentioned that it had this kind of clubby vibe. It has this slow walk-in and this like backgroundy house feel to it. It's relaxed. It's nothing crazy, but I do enjoy it. How did we feel, gentlemen?
I'll start. It's so relaxed that there's a lady really enjoying herself in the background of the song, like really enjoying it.
Indeed.
Which you did bring up in our Spotify Wrapped episode.
I did bring up in the Wrapped episode that there was just a woman moaning.
I was not prepared. I still wasn't prepared.
I said it was kind of horny. It's not, there's no really...
It's not completely terrible. like it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Like, you know what I mean? But also, I'm torn between the, I needed extra noise other than just, the house beat that was going on. Like, I did need something a little bit more. Did I want it to be that? Not necessarily. Does it kind of work? Yeah. Like, it kind of works with the song and the vibe, so I don't want to say it's bad.
If I may, I find it interesting that you said you wanted there to be more going on, because one of the things that I had written down was that there are a lot of these little moving parts that put everything together, but they're not
consistent.
They're not consistent or long enough to create any kind of theme to come back to for how people process music or whatever. And so it doesn't really, you're right, it still needs a little something else. It's not quite.
What I will say is that when they do bring in, there is a part in the middle of the song where they bring in a little bit of vocal, where they're like, let's dance all night. And
there's a chanting going on.
And it's, it's very background. It's definitely not at the forefront of the thought. And again, I think for a house party song, it was just enough for what I needed. I actually do enjoy that part of the song, but then it does end up going back to the moaning and such and whatever afterwards, and that it's like you gave me an Oreo with a nice little middle that I enjoy, but the cookies are I don't know, little turds or something,
It's a great value Oreo.
Yeah, great. That's a better way to put it. It's a great value Oreo, but with a normal Oreo filling. It's like they just used the normal Oreo filling and then they made their own cookies and put them on, and you're like, okay.
All right. Okay. I accept.
Aiden.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jing.
I will agree with the things that just actually. Let me start. Long-time listener, first time.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful to be here today.
Thank you.
Every episode.
Fan of the pod.
I'm a super fan.
Friend of the pod now.
Yeah.
I will say, Aiden, of all of the friends, Aiden is the only one that I've known that has actually watched all of the videos, and I think all the way through, or at least most of the way through, which is way more than I expect from any of my friends. So
that's awesome. Yeah. So much appreciated.
Yeah, it's very awesome. Thank you, Aiden.
It's so entertaining, and I love like hearing everyone's opinions on different music and expanding my own, and just like you guys really get deep into it, which I have a high level of respect for. And yeah, I put the episodes on at work. It's just something that I'll get like a little chuckle out of every now and again. Some little editing quirks are put in there sometimes.
Oh, we're getting there. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, no, it's good to see this podcast kind of grow.
Appreciate it.
Much thanks. Ad over.
Subscribe.
I didn't know that point to say.
No.
Yeah, I'm
stop. I told you not to say that.
Yeah, so to get off Cartz was an interesting one. I will say my preference when it comes to all music, it's like I lean more towards like production and beats. So I'm like 60%, 65%, beats and how it sounds versus like the lyrics. So I didn't totally mind it. I just was also extremely thrown off when the moaning started. But it wasn't like, it's funny because I listened to the song first and then I listened to the most recent episode where James, you kind of just described what it was. Because like I had my thoughts and then James was like, yeah, the song is like corny as hell. And I was like, oh, okay. So that is kind of like the vibe of it. Okay, got it. So yeah, I can see this being used as like a mixer or something, like kind of like a transition point in like a DJ set or something. Like again, house party was mentioned a bunch of times. It's rightfully so, just because it just makes the most sense. But
I think you put the perfect picture for me. This is exactly. I've been to 2 Young Gravy concerts. Actually, yeah, 2. This is exactly what his DJ puts on while he's transitioning from the opening DJ set to Young Gravy coming out. Like,
or if anything, I could foresee this being what is being mixed on top of.
That's true too. I could see that too.
It's a low key enough bass line that you could be doing stuff all over the top.
Yeah. So that was Cartz. Our opinions on Cartz. If we're moving on, we're gonna go to Aiden next. Aiden, you wanted to start with your song Headspace?
Yes, Headspace by Benjamin Earl Turner. One that I found out maybe like a little under a year ago, but it's one that keeps going back on the playlist that I really like because it's more, even though I just said how much I prefer like beats and production in a song, this one's like mostly just lyrics. But like everything that he says it's so different than like kind of like the regular R&B or like rap that you hear. And I thought a lot of the lyrics were really just interesting and like hard hitting. I will say like one of my favorite parts from it one of my favorite lyrics from it was I think the worst abuse comes from the tongue, not the hands. I thought that was just like beautifully said. Everything he said was like it was nice. I really enjoyed it. Let's hear you guys' thoughts.
Do you want to start, James, or you want me to go?
Sure. So don't take this as a bad sign. This is probably my least favorite song of the week, and I have to put that out there. I like you said, really enjoyed the lyrics and like the message and like and this talk about like insecurities and anxieties and like fears and whatnot. And I can appreciate the openly talking in like a poetic way as well. Well written. But one of the primary things I had written down was that the music feels very secondary to all of that.
Yeah.
But which is also understandable because it stresses the focus on the lyrics that are as strong as they are.
Yeah, that's good. Also, I will say I went into this. Well, first of all, I chose my music a little bit in advance, but I will say this song, like I chose one for Joe and one for you, James, and this was definitely the Joe leading song.
I could tell.
I should show you the chunk of notes I have for the other song.
Yeah, okay.
So that being said, for me, I upon first listen, I really enjoyed this song. I kept on listening to it, and I think it's one of those things where because it's so heavy, I was like, okay, I can't just be like going out of my way and listening to this. Like, I think it's definitely one that's going to have to come up on like a shuffle or something if I throw it in a playlist or whatever. I think he does a very good job of that, where like his tone and the backing track, like the best way I can describe it, just it feels heavy. Like, and there's not a whole lot of backing track going on. I think one thing that he would benefit from is a pause here or there to let things like simmer. I understand that it is kind of like the rap flow thing to like go as fast as possible.
One of the things that I had written down was that it kind of feels a little like spiritually.
Yeah,
it's like he's just like, it just feels like it's kind of running.
Well, and I get it, because it's kind of like you want it to feel that way because you're trying to get all these things off your mind, and that's kind of like the spirit of the song. In that case, I feel like either the backing track needed to be slowed down a little bit, to like something needed to be slower. Like if you're gonna have that up pace tempo with your voice, to have like a kind of backing track that maybe is a little bit not as like boom bappy, like following him along with it, I think would have been a nice little contrast. That was, go ahead.
I was gonna say, or to like have some more kind of like rhythmic bass.
Yeah,
because there really wasn't. I didn't feel like there was anything there for. And the first time I listened to the song, I feel like I had heard him like get off beat a few times, but then when I listened back, I didn't catch those spots. So like I didn't know if it was just upon first listening, I was trying to get everything in, and I couldn't deal with it. But I like the lyrics, and he doesn't have like a bad voice. I like the way he executes everything. I wish the music was more prominent. I
like all of what you guys said. I think it's very well written, and it is not something that normal hip hop or rap talks about, like that subject, which I do find very interesting and I enjoy. I think something needed to be pulled back just a little bit for what he was saying to really hit. Like he's going through so much, and he's giving you so many things all at one time, and he's doing it all so fast. Like I think it would have benefited from a breath or a break here or there, because the chorus is kind of speedy too, right? Like he changes his tone of voice, and like it's like the why, oh why, right? But even that's a little sped up. Like he's kind of like, it feels like he's rushing through that too. But overall, I did enjoy. Like it's a good listen. I when you realize kind of what he's talking about, and some of the themes and stuff that he's getting at, it was something that I am drawn to in that way. So that I knew I enjoy, we'll get to it, the other song that you suggested, but I enjoy songs like that also very much. But when you gave this one, I was like, okay, this is the one catered for me for sure. Like, I was like, hell yeah.
That was Headspace by Benjamin Earl Turner. Just to clarify.
Sorry, I thought we said that at the start, but I'm sure we
did. I just want to cover both ends of the segment.
That's probably a good idea. Okay, Punk Rocky by A$AP Rocky is my suggestion for the week. when we were getting things together, the song was just coming out. And for a little bit more background, this is the first single that ASAP Rocky dropped to start the hype for his album Don't Be Dumb, which just got released on Monday. And this has been long awaited for like 8 years. His fans have really been waiting. I enjoy ASAP Rocky, but I've not necessarily been like a sicko fan, much like I am with Tyler, my boy in the background, especially with how much crossover they have with each other.
How long have those been there?
I just put these up today. Thank you for asking. Oh my god. For the listeners, this is the
Gotta
first...
get that background set up, dog. I get it.
this is the first time that we're recording after Christmas, right? Yeah. Because we recorded our wrapped episode before Christmas, but we just couldn't get it out or whatever. So this is the first time that I'm using my new microphone I got for Christmas, and I got those album cover thing or album holder things for Christmas. So voila. So ASAP Rocky, Punk Rocky. I liked this change up. I was not expecting this from ASAP. He is kind of a genre bender, genre hopper. He experiments a lot with different styles and stuff, so it's not completely unheard of. But I think a lot of rappers love this kind of style of music and grew up and has been influenced by this kind of style of music, and at some point try to do it in their career and kind of fall flat. I think ASAP did this in a very good way. I think he put his flair over it. There is a music video out for it, which it has Winona Ryder in it, which is pretty interesting. That was fun. It's got the cover art for his album is by Tim Burton, so all of the characters in the music video are all kind of like a Tim Burton-esque kind of monstery weirdness. Like they all kind of have their own little thing going on. So just visually really well done and stuff. And then I enjoyed the music too. I think it's just catchy. So I'll kick it off now. I'll start with James because he's making faces. So
I'm always making faces.
I know you're always making faces.
All right. So first off, from the name Punk Rocky, not what I was expecting.
That's true. It's not like
somebody
hard
who's
punk.
literally never listened to ASAP Rocky before. At least not of my own volition. Like maybe if it's just on, I've heard this, but like I don't recognize it by any means. The music's all right. It's not really my vibe. It feels like something I would have listened to a few years ago. It feels kind of stonery. There's this kind of haze over the whole song. It sounds like he's actually got a really good voice in there. I just wish he would like use it more than he does, but I get that the feel of the song is not a place where he's gonna really like project himself and use a stronger sound. I do mention that the music and the layering of it are growing on me, and it towards the end, about halfway through, like 2/3 the way through the song, as it's building towards the end. But obviously I was expecting something a little more punk, like I said at the beginning.
That's fair. It's definitely not hard punk, which
but it's also not what I was expecting. Like I don't want it to, I don't mean it in a bad way. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's garage punk. I should have given you the music video to watch, because that is very echoed by the music. Like they're literally just in like a suburban white neighborhood, like in a garage, right? And Winona Ryder's character is like the mom, and she, goes and kind of checks out the ruckus and then ends up, enjoying it, whatever. And I'll let you watch it another time. But yeah, okay, cool. Aiden, or not?
I feel like what was the? Sorry, there was one other thing I was gonna.
He was in the "See You Again" music video. I had you watch you watched some of the music videos. Tyler.
Is this even out of his ballpark for his normal music?
So,
because like from what I feel like like my frame of reference for who A$AP Rocky is, this isn't really the feel I have for it.
It's very different. It's very much like something that he was a style that he was going for this new album, which is why like this album's been teased for a really long time, and so much so that people started to like make fun of him about like nobody even cares about this anymore. Like don't bring it up, right? And like it was kind of sad. And then he started to do a little bit more publicity, and he released this, and because it was so different and catching for people, like it actually kind of got the hype train going. He released one more single before the album dropped, which was much more of his classical hip-hop rap style, a song called Helicopter, which was really good and I enjoyed. So not really, but like I said before, he does do a lot of like this genre kind of bending, meshing. So it's not completely out of the world where it's like he would try something like this, but it is his first attempt at this kind of specific feel.
Interesting. Good to know.
It's a very interesting first introduction to A$AP Rocky for you, I won't lie.
Yeah, I'm sure if I listen to anything else, I'll be equally surprised.
I'm already going to suggest another song of his for the next, because the album came out and I've enjoyed it. So
enough.
I will have to give you another one next week. All right. Talk about the song. Punk Rocky, Aiden. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was great. Honestly, it was something that I was not expecting because I have listened to A$AP Rocky before. A$AP Rocky before. And it's been something that I can like, it takes me a couple listens usually for his songs to kind of get me going. I have this like one interlude or like little freestyle saved by him that I really like. But this one was kind of, it didn't take as many listens as I thought, but it like to get used to it. But I thought it was like right when I got to the chorus and like just the beat, like the first like 20 seconds, I was really just like already nodding my head, already banging my head. So I mean, that's kind of the most I can say about that. Yeah, I don't have any like really too many gripes about it.
This was
like what could have been better.
This was one where when I knew you were coming on, like I've keep teasing that I'm going to introduce James to Playboy Carti just because I think that's going to be an interesting conversation. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it for the episode for Aiden because I think it'd be funny to do with you too because you're not a Carti fan or whatever. When this song came out, I was like, I have to suggest this because this is a song that Aiden would enjoy. Like I knew immediately, like this is like very much your style. It's funny that you say that it takes you usually a couple listens to enjoy a Rocky song. I've always found that I'm a similar way. I always like his features and stuff, but when it comes to his own music, I don't know. There's songs that I really enjoy, but it's always taken me, like I said, a couple of listens or two. I found that when this album came out, the first listen I gave to it, I was kind of like, did I even really enjoy that? like I was like, I kind of don't know. And I just today before we got on,
what an interesting feeling.
It was weird. Like I wanted so bad to like it, right? And I came away from it being like, there's moments in a lot of stuff that I really enjoy, but like I don't know. Like I kind of don't know. Right before we recorded this and stuff, I was kind of sitting around and waiting, and I went back and listened to a lot of the songs that I had liked, and I'm now falling in love with them. Like I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I liked that song so much. Like there is like this like little thing and whatnot. And that's kind of Rocky's persona. Like he's very.
It even grew on me the more I listened to it. Even like as I was listening to the song, I feel myself enjoying it.
Yeah, it's very interesting. That's kind of his whole thing as an artist. He feels very classic in that way. So yeah, I've now been going back and listening to his catalog. Like I'm songs that I've listened to before that I'm enjoying even more now because I don't know. I guess I've just unlocked this part of my brain where I'm like, oh, like I've heard this a million times, but now I'm hearing it and I'm really appreciating it. We will move on.
Awesome. My second song this week is one of my probably all-time favorite songs. I can sing this thing front to back. I love this song. It's called Please Accept My Love. It's a BB King song, of course. Aiden, I'm sure you know I'm a huge BB King fan at this point. I don't need to say much. It's an all-time favorite. It's got this beautiful, like, simple, functional bass line with a drum kit in the back because the song's very focused on his voice and the lyrics and whatnot, and his solo throughout the middle. And it has these highlights with the horns that are complementing. They create this call and response that jazz does and blues does all the time, without being overbearing. They're soft and just like keeping momentum up. And again, I love BB King's voice. I think he's got a fantastic voice. He demonstrates an incredible amount of control, even in the first line of the song, going from like this really strong opening. For listeners, when you first listen to the song, there's no lyrics. He comes in with just his voice. And then the music follows in afterwards. I could do it, I guess. I don't even know your name. Right? And he goes from this strong, it's great. And so he comes in with this really strong opening, and even in that first line pulls it into this really smooth, soft ballad. And I fucking love this song. Clearly, I lose my voice singing this song nowadays, along with everything else in his anthology. Oh, and it's a song about love at first sight, which is, I think, a beautiful topic for a ballad and a love song.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like this fantasy idea. It's not something I would consider realistic by any means. What did you think, gentlemen?
I'll kick it off to Aiden first.
Okay, well, first thing I want to say is that you showed zero hesitation to sing the first part of the song. You were like, hey, don't twist my arm. I might as well sing it.
I'll do it, I guess.
It's great. Yeah. That's, that's awesome. Yeah, I thought his voice is like a different level than anything I've heard. And especially when it comes to like live music, like it
is a live recording.
Yeah, like live recording, like in front of like an audience, right? It's like I have my favorite bands, and I've loved some of their songs, and I listen to it on like a live recording, they're like playing in front of like a band or in front of like an audience, and like there's like some don't really work that well.
Yeah,
you kind of need that production value. But I thought this one was like the perfect complement to the song. Like you kind of got like the little church from the audience.
Yeah,
he was kind of hitting the notes. Everyone knew. They were like.
Yeah, people are howling in the background.
Yeah, that's probably one of the things that I didn't expect to kind of draw me into the song. But yeah, the audience complimented it beautifully. So
it's kind of like the first ad-libs. You know what I mean? Like they were putting ad-libs on the song without really knowing that they were putting ad-libs on the song.
Yeah.
And it's
interesting.
Pretty fire.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, Aiden brought up, I mean, that's a great point. Like, how many songs do you know that, like, you enjoy listening to, but if you find a live version of it, it just sounds a little off, or it's a little different,
it's
or
just
whatever.
Not quite right, or
yeah.
No.
And, your brain does that thing where it's like, no, that's not it. No.
It's interesting because there are other versions of BB King songs. There's 2 other versions of The Thrill Is Gone that I know for a fact that I don't like in comparison to the
live version.
One of them. Well, not to necessarily. I don't think it's a live version.
Okay.
I think it's studio. But this is the only version of the song that I know. So like I don't even have another reference point for what a studio recorded version of the song might be.
Interesting.
Not that I think it would. I'd be curious now to see if it makes much of a difference to hear it.
No, seriously, if you could find it on like a record player somewhere or something, like I would be curious to see if like how different the studio version sounds.
It might even be another version on Spotify.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look.
There's like 4 versions of plenty of BB King songs on his own. I'm not even kidding.
No, I know.
And he's not even verified. It's like...
Yeah, we were talking about that. He's like the only one in our Spotify Rat episode that's not a verified artist, which is like super weird.
Wild.
But yeah, I was gonna say it's like kind of a testament to him where like he goes out there and when he performs live, like he's still giving you the real thing, dude. Like how cool is that? And we don't have a lot of that anymore. I glanced over this song on my first listen. You know what I mean? Like I kind of was like, hold on, James.
Yeah.
I glanced over it in the way where it was like, yeah, it's classic BB King, whatever, blues, whatever, right? Like I got it. The more and more that I listened to it, Shut up. I'm literally, let me get there. The more and more I listened to it, I was like, oh, I'm understanding. I'm getting. Like, it's clicking now. Like, this is, like, just when you were singing the little intro or whatever, I found myself tapping the foot to the beat of the song, even later, right? Like, while you were talking, I was like, oh, no, I'm still, doing the little bass line to it. It's great. I think I understand his soul. Like, when he sings, like, I feel it now. Like, I don't know. There was a listen that I had where, like, it kind of clicked. I don't know how else to really describe it. I think it was also, in addition, for whatever reason, I was reading along with the lyrics as he was singing on, like, the Spotify thing. And again, it's
Tell me the lyrics.
I don't do that to me right now. I don't remember, like, that. It was while I was in the moment. It helped, and it was, again, not that it's like a super in-depth, like, lyrical song. It's all about, love at first sight, and if you only knew how much I love you, then you would stay with me the night, or whatever. You would love with me the night, or something like that. Right? Come on now. I tried. Close. But yeah, I don't know. It's something about his yelling / screeching soul, like, whatever it is. It's singing. So it's not yelling, but
no, this is exactly what I wanted to get to. And it's something I mentioned on the episode with Blake, is that so many blues singers have a different, and like, their voices are so different, and I've always described them with, like, different cries.
Yes.
Like, there's like definitely guys who howl, and there's guys who sob, and they're like they shiver, their voices aren't steady and whatnot. And then and BB in this is, like, desperately, like, crying, and like, he's like, what's the, I'm gonna do it again, gentlemen. If you let me be your slave. Right? He's, like, breaking down and sobbing, like he would give anything in this world, and he's giving no care to his physical form. He's I've broken my voice singing BB King in the car. Like, every fiber of his being is in this music, and you can feel it.
I mean, and look, I haven't listened to a lot of blues, but like you were describing, I feel like what makes him so great is that he's got, in his howl, he can change it to fit his emotion for the song, right? Like, I don't know how many other people can really do that.
He's got the control for the range. Yeah. Before I do. Like, it's nonsense, the shit he does. I love it. It's incredible.
I guess the emotion clicked in my brain. Like, the emotion coming through his voice was like, okay, I'm getting it now. I'm understanding the pain, the heartache that he's expressing, partially through his words, but it's mostly the tone and his voice and what he's doing with his voice in the moment. So yeah, I thought it was great. Loved it.
Mission accomplished.
I'm
breaking you in. I'm breaking you down.
We are moving then to well, unless anybody else has anything to say on.
I will say I feel like if the term yearning wasn't a phrase, I think that created it.
Hold on, 100%. Wait. I gotta read what I have here. Okay, I have. Is he just that down bad, or is he truly romantic? Because he's borderlining on simp.
Bro had like 8 wives or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Right? Like, that's what I'm like. Like, in my head, I'm like, man,
absolute dog, for the record.
Like, man, he's really bearing his soul for this woman. And then I'm like, look, yes, he's bearing his soul for this woman, but he's also kind of like, would you just spend the night with me? Like, like, would you just give me one night? God damn. Like, if you just known how much, like, I've been loving you from afar, like, you would just give me the one night and I would be fine. Like, it's essentially kind of what he's saying. So kind of romantic, but also just a dog. Like, he's just.
Dude, the song ends and the lyrics are, and if you were to die before I would, I would live my life to be with you. And then I'm like, you're telling me you're gonna kill yourself?
Yeah,
is that
like-
is that what you're saying? Like, is that?
We've all been there, BB. Like, turn the screen off. I mean, I know you didn't have Instagram, but like, touch some grass, bro. Get out of the bar that you're in, looking at the girl.
Hey, listen, he's playing a gig, okay? He's only in town for like 3 days anyway.
Fair enough. Okay. Please accept my love, BB King. Classic. Moving on to Aiden, your last song of the day. We'll See You Again by the Sacred Souls. What are your
Not
thoughts?
not the.
Not
The.
three. A lot of people think it's 3.
Yeah, it's definitely not 3
But
either.
it's
Although I think there are 3 of them.
yeah. I think like the 3. There's like 3 main people. But okay, yeah. So getting into it, Will I See You Again? The Sacred Souls. This band, this group of people have been like they've skyrocketed to like the top of my list of like all time. My friend had put me onto, I believe it was this song sometime last year, and it just seemed like the most modern rendition of like a 70s band that like really wanted to tap into that, like I get like I know the term's very overused, but like tap into that aesthetic, and I just like I fell in love with it instantly. And I went to a Kelly Uchis concert, I want to say last year, like sometime last September, and the opener were The Sacred Souls, and it was just like
Sick.
it's like it's for me the kind of music that like you sit down and you kind of just feel it in your bones. That's how much you just kind of like it and connect with it, and you just kind of you just let the music kind of have its way.
Yeah.
So no, I thought it was wonderful, and I know doing my research, James is a big fan of different instruments. I would say, like something that Joe might not use it on the songs that he would recommend. Does that make sense? But I believe there was a
Yeah.
harp in this. So there was a lot of like nice stringing, like instruments, and it all connected really well.
There's a harp in this?
There might not be a harp, honestly.
Okay.
It sounds like a harp at the very start, but
I think it's a guitar. Like the
yeah, I think it's
yeah, it's a guitar.
I think it's a guitar. Yeah,
big fan over here. Sorry, guys.
it's just it is.
Uh,
People would normally use the last string on a guitar anyway. That's so
oh yes. Well,
it's good.
I thought it
Okay,
was
I gotta let me
Go
get
ahead,
into
go
this.
ahead,
You're-
James. Go
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this song. I absolutely love this song. The soft guitar with the littlest bit of reverb on it is gorgeous. The main singer has an incredible voice. Oh my god, his voice is
So good.
incredible. It's so smooth. He's got great control over it. He knows exactly what he's doing. The background voices kill it as well. I don't mean this as an insult in any way, but I did say that the drum part is a little bit generic, but it does its job, and that's because it's a drum kit. It's supposed to hold the line and make sure everybody else has something to come back to keep everybody together. And the bridge has a beautiful melodic change in the middle of the song. They really swap it up, and he does something different with his voice. It's great. Just fantastic musicians across the board. Absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. No notes.
yes. Okay. Next.
Obsessed. I'm going to be listening to them. I've been humming the song every day. I loved it.
Hell yeah.
This was the song for you, James.
Oh yeah, I would think so. Just in case. Yeah.
I mean, I also enjoyed
Well
it.
done. Mission accomplished for you as well. Then.
So you're supposed to like the other song, not this song.
It is interesting because I actually do think I like this song more than I like Headspace. And it's because, I mean, I too enjoy a nice little, like, indie vibe. I know in your song choices, you were very much trying to cater to me and then also to James. But can I say that in my head, it felt more of like you picked one song to cater to me and then you just picked one of your own style. Because this is very much a you song.
Yeah, I will say I'm very indie person.
Yes, this is very much Aiden's vibe, which is amazing because when it comes with bangers like this, it's very nice. I like his voice. I don't like the complete airiness of it, and I think the harmonizing helps when it does come in, but the initial like high note that he's hitting on the chorus, like, or the before chorus kind of a thing, I think it's one of those things that will grow on me the more I listen to it. But it was on like first listen, I was like but like I can see that it's like he's got like this beautiful angelic kind of voice, so why not fucking hit that high note, high key type shit? Like, he can do that, so do it. Yeah, I liked this overall vibe. This is very much like the fall, driving through like the foliage vibe for me. Fall foliage also could be a beachy vibe. I don't know why. I feel both ways. It reminds me, this song reminds me a lot of a song that I listened to. It's called Maybe It's You, that my friend DJ introduced me to. That it's got like that same kind of like backing kind of, I don't want to say reggae because this isn't reggae, it's like funk, I guess, like a kind of like background sort of funky 70s vibe, like you said.
It's got some soul to it.
Yeah.
Totally random note. The name of the song that you just said put another song into my head that I think I might have to recommend now. But it's, do you know who Harry Connick Jr. is?
No.
He's he was a judge on American Idol for a while. He's kind of a Michael Bublé-esque jazz musician, and he did the whole soundtrack for a pretty famous romance movie called When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, I've heard of that movie.
And there's a song in there called It Had to Be You that he did.
Okay.
So maybe I'll have to think about it.
Hell yeah. Aiden, you were going to give your finishing thoughts.
Yeah, finishing thought is that please listen to the band. I love them so much. And also, this isn't their most popular song. Went kind of viral. It's called Can I Call You Rose? And I'm sure you guys might have heard it.
Oh my god, I knew it, yo! I was listening to this for days and I was like, this sounds exactly Can I Call You Rose? It's so good, bro. Oh my god. Yes. This guy has a fucking phenomenal voice. Holy shit. I love it so much. I'm going to be listening to these guys.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I almost did recommend that song. I was like, you know what? It's so popular. I feel like you guys have probably heard it before. I might be like a little sick of it by now. So I figured this one was like the perfect.
It would have been the first time I listened to the whole song.
Hey, that's fine.
So you've just heard it.
Now I can do it on my own. I've only ever heard it in 10 seconds.
Okay. Cool.
That's why I do that one line.
Yeah.
I don't know it just based off of what you've been saying or whatever, but if I played it, I'm sure I might know it better. Okay.
I also did literally just Pog a minute ago.
All right. Dmtri by Action Brunson is the last song that we're bringing to the table today. It is my last recommendation. I found this song by scrolling Twitter and seeing Action Brunson do a Tiny Desk concert, and this was the song that was playing. Caught my attention, went to Spotify, found it, and it has been, I don't know, played probably 100 times since that, and I found it, 2 weeks ago. I fucking love this song. It is definitely the stim of the month, stim of the week, whatever, but I think it has staying power in my playlist still, even though I'm wearing its ass out right now.
Yeah.
I'll get to a little bit of some of what I love. I described it to James initially as a bossa nova feel. I'm now realizing it's more of like a Godfather-ish kind of feel, more of like an Italian mob bossy kind of feel. He immediately opens up with a line about Robert De Niro and, his getting his own De Niro. which was kind of put it all together for me about how it's more Italiano than anything, which I'm ashamed that I didn't recognize beforehand with my Italian horn showing. Yeah, it starts off with that like beautiful Italian kind of mood, and it fades out, and it turns into a synth that takes over the place of the original sample. I will also, real quick, I'm just remembering this, I should have said at the start, this is produced by The Alchemist, who was the one that produced the Ensalada song with Freddie Gibbs. I love The Alchemist. I think he's so fucking good.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Especially after this.
Yeah, he's a fucking mastermind, dude. And then on top of all of this, you got this beautiful beat going on in the background that The Alchemist always brings. Action Bronson just brings fucking sauce, dude. He brings unrivaled like kind of chemistry to this song. I feel like he's got his New York voice going on. I just lost 50 on the Mets. I'm a mess. It's really like kind of a lot of the song is a lot of like one-liners and like some bars here and there, but they are all like, dude, this song is so his rhyme scheme and the way that he uses it to change his flow and go throughout the song is one of my favorites. I have a lot of lyrics written down, and I'm realizing that I can't sit here and rap the whole song and that I shouldn't do that, but I've got to do some of my favorites. Now I'm at the steakhouse getting dirty looks. Guess I should have worn a different shirt. Fucking bars, dude. That I can't tell you how many fancy dinners I've gone to, and I'm the one that's dressed like a dickhead because I am that person. I want to wear sweatpants. I want to wear a sweatshirt. I want to wear whatever the freak I want to wear. And then I go and immediately regret my decisions. Wish I would have dressed up more and wish I would have matched everybody else's feelings, because now I can feel the whole restaurant staring at me because I'm the one underdressed.
I've never experienced that feeling, but it's an interesting line.
Yeah, I've definitely experienced that feeling. These motherfuckers sleeping while Brunson's banging pots and pans. You gotta understand, these fake fucks are not your mans. Fucking bars. You gotta to get on my level, take 50 light years. My jewelry box is like the habitat for white bears. Guys, I mean, these are just
that one was pretty
fucking
fire, yeah.
He's just fucking spinning on this song. And then on top, my favorite moment, well, actually, I don't even know. I don't even know what my favorite moment is, because these two lines are so funny. Don't you motherfuckers know that I'm the logo kid? Like Jerry West and Teddy Ballgame. Jerry West is the logo for the NBA. I mean, just absolute heat, like so good. And then my grandparents learned English watching Martin, which is Martin Lawrence's his TV show from, I think it was like the 80s or 90s or whatever. Just fucking this whole song. It is my new song. It is one of my new faves immediately. Soared to the top. I'll let y'all talk about it and give your thoughts now.
Go ahead, Aiden. I'll close this out.
Right. Yeah, sauce is the best way to describe the song, I feel. When you said the word sauce, I was like, that is instantly what I thought. I did like a lot of the lyrics. I'm not a huge fan of the beat, though.
What?
Yeah, and I love Ensalada so much. If I heard more Alchemist songs, I'd probably like it. I like it sounded like a microwave. Like there was like some beeping going on that I just could not get over.
You got the fire alarm beeping in the background?
I think it's because the synth was kind of in like an organ setting and sounded like kind of floaty, and I see how that feels like a beeping in some ways.
Yeah, I mean, if I could look past that, lyrics were great. He had like a steady flow throughout like the whole thing.
Yeah,
I could definitely kind of get down with. I think the song it's like over the 4-minute mark, right? It's at 4.5.
Yeah, there's a part at the very end, like they kind of do a breakdown when he's done rapping that goes on for like probably about like 20-30 seconds, but then after the breakdown there's like just them talking, and it's very muffled and like you can barely hear them and stuff. So I do.
There's like 20 seconds of other stuff.
Yeah, of other random
I'd say.
crap, which I think kind of if you listen to it in the album that it's on, I think would maybe make sense or something like that kind of a thing.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely give it the benefit of the doubt then if I knew the context. But I just like, there's a lot of songs that are just like, oh, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. And then you get to the end, it's like, why did you make that decision?
Yeah, at the ending.
You just like kind of chop the knees off of the song. If it was like 30 seconds shorter, 45 seconds shorter, I would have loved it a lot more. But that's just me. Overall, good song. And, yeah, James, take it away.
I will totally agree with you on that last bit. I think the ending of the song was not necessary. I think the way you put it, it cut the knees off the song, is a perfect way to put it. It definitely was like, oh, this is part of this song. But other than that, I did really enjoy the song. The Alchemist, again, I didn't like Enchilada, but clearly it's because of Freddie Gibbs, because The Alchemist put out heat this time. So I got no problems with him. Action Bronson's got a good voice. I like him. I have no problems. I love the intro and the nice little flavor it opens up with to kind of lay this groundwork. I said it, his voice fits the vibe very well, and I do actually enjoy it. I just wanted to specifically, I wanted to make sure you knew that I actually liked his voice.
Yeah.
The drums and bass in the background are nice and relaxed, again, to allow the lyrics to be focused on here, which again are the main focus of this song. Like Joe's saying, he's got lyrics written down like crazy. They're absolutely the focus. I did have a little bit of an issue, and that was the rhythm guitar wasn't rhythming. It was just kind of like doing its own fucking thing, like randomly strumming every now and then. It didn't feel like it fit in anywhere at all. Like what, like it was, listen to the song, listen to the little like acoustic rhythm guitar strumming. It makes no sense at all. I swear I don't know where it doesn't line up with anything. It feels so weird to me. I liked the organ setting on the synth. I enjoy the sound. I've said it before, you could throw a synth in pasta and I'd eat it. It just feels a little too repetitive. Like it's just kind of like the same few notes in the same order at the same interval every now and then. And I wish there was more flair, more melody given to these background instruments. And the horns were great at the end, but just way too short-lived. They were literally in the song for like 10 seconds and that's it. And I was like, where was that the whole thing? They could have been playing stuff, like it could have been I feel like it could have added a lot to it. But I liked the song. I feel like I am nitpicking the things that I had nitpicked. I pulled out. So I think that's a good sign.
But I agree with you. It's so funny that you say about the horns. I agree with you because it's like the horns sound so good at the end when they bring in the breakdown. They totally could have used that maybe a little bit in the middle to like kind of give it a little bit of life. But yeah, overall, one of my faves right now. I think the other thing that gives me this kind of bias was seeing the Tiny Desk concert. I don't know what it is about that. I think those performances are so cool, and I've found a lot of songs that I end up liking by like seeing the Tiny Desk concert. And I think it's interesting because they do their best, just like how we were talking about earlier with BB King, where you listen to a live song and you're like, that's not the same. Like they're not. Now I'm listening to the live version. I don't like it. It's pretty close. It's pretty much almost exactly spot on. I mean, the only thing that I didn't hear was like the beginning intro. It's because they play from another song in his discography anyway. Like you know, they have to lead in a different way. And yeah, it's fun seeing him, like, you know, Action Brunson's this stouter guy. He's a little bit chubby. He's got all these tattoos, and you know, he's like, I just lost 50 on the Mets. I'm a mess, you know, and he's like kind of bouncing around with his music, you know, really putting in that emotion and that you can see in it. So now when I listen to it, I can see him, like, right? Like I can see how he was feeling and what he was giving into the song. And I think I can, now that when I listen, I give that energy, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I know the energy that he's given and that he felt while he was doing this and stuff. And now I can match that, which makes it more enjoyable for me to listen.
To go off of that, I'm curious what the music video to BB King's song would be to translate the feelings of his music.
Yeah,
in a similar way. You know?
Yeah. And I think So I know
Because obviously a visual aspect isn't it? It's like there's a reason we do the video. This, you know, there's a reason a music video is more appetizing.
Well, and it's so much of music. Like when I went and saw Tyler live, and I saw Lil Yachty open for him, which is an artist that I already like knew of, and I enjoyed it somewhat, but seeing him perform some of the songs live against stuff that I've heard before, heard a million times. I don't know. You see it live, and you see the way that he does in his own like little rendition, and it's different, but it then adds for me my next listening experience when I listen to it on my own, on my phone or whatever.
Right. No, of course.
And there's definitely that with this. I think it's a song that I would have enjoyed having even not seen the Tiny Desk concert. So I don't think it's all of that. It's just, it's interesting, right? Like it's that visual element that kind of puts it over the top for me a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
cool.
I'm sorry. I mean, I know we're at an hour and stuff, but
are we really?
Yeah, we're at 107, and we still got to do Pirate Love Song, which we can do quick. But what I wanted to say was that we had an off camera conversation, James, about how I came in my Spotify Wrapped episode. I had mentioned like, you know, delivery and how I realized that that's a lot of what rap music brings that I enjoy was like people's delivery and stuff. And you said you were like, I don't know a whole lot of songs where like delivery isn't important or whatever.
Is it important?
Yeah. Which, okay, yes, true. What I wanted to say, the point I want to make is that I feel like in rap it's different, especially because if you're going to be a clear vocalist, people are hanging on your every word, right? If your delivery isn't there, it's not, it doesn't hit. And I think you can see that in a way of Headspace versus this song, right? Like we all kind of came away from Headspace kind of thinking that there's a little bit need to be a little bit of breath or what, or at least I felt that way. And although like what he said still came across, right? Like I don't think it makes for an as enjoyable listening experience. For a song like this, obviously he's not getting at anything that deep or, you know, he's kind of just talking about random shit, but it's his delivery, right? Like, you know, I didn't even realize the polar bear line until I read the lyrics, but it was still fire to me when I listened to it, because it's just the way that he's given that delivery. So I think that it is especially important in rap because you do have people like you are driving a song with your voice, right? Like you can drive the tone of the song, I think, a little bit more directly with your voice and what you're saying, and like you've got people hanging on your every word more than I think sometimes when you're just like kind of singing along to something.
In the situations where you're making your voice the prominent part of
yes, because there
have definitely been parts where the music is too overwhelming, and I can't understand what the fuck the guy's saying.
Well, and
it doesn't like it, or it doesn't matter. What's, at least for me, in my experience.
No, you're getting at, I think, kind of what I was getting at, because I mean, I did grow up listening to a style where like a lot of people's voices are kind of the backdrop. One of our friends, Sheesh, who's in our friend group with Aiden and I, he's not a lyrical person at all. He does not like lyrics. You could say anything on a song for Kashish, like anything at all, and he is not gonna care, right? Like you get the point. Okay.
Give me an example.
Shut up. And as long as delivered well and it's in the right way, right? That's kind of what grabs him, at least my understanding or whatever. And because of that, we listen to a lot of music. We listen to a lot of music where the backing track is more prominent than the vocals and stuff, which I would say it falls into the category of a lot of like the like mumble rappers or more of like the psychedelic trap rappers that we listen to. So for like the more classical rap that I listen to, like this kind of like what Action Brunson I feel like is doing here, like this is the very classic East Coast hip hop. Even a lot of what Clips does on their album, that's why that delivery is so important, because their vocals are forefronted usually, and it's, you know, yeah, it's important. So that was one of my
I will absolutely second this, and I think it's contrasted with what I mean, I've recommended songs no lyrics to you, right? So
Yeah.
like clearly I am not a member of this camp. But it brings up something I feel like I mentioned about Cartz. And something I mentioned in the past. It's that, and the Cartz especially is this kind of song where, like, yeah, there's voices in it, but the voices are just another instrument. They're just another
Yes.
part of this overall construction of this song. Like in Cartz, like, yeah, they're moaning and whatever, and yeah, there's they are saying things in there, but it's really just like, "Ah!" Like it's just these like flare bits to like add cool melody, like flavor in around. It's not everything is as meaningful, and I mean, obviously they're different genres of music. They have different goals. They have different feels about them.
No,
But-
Cartz is the perfect example because
Yeah, it immediately came to
I should have brought that up. My head starts moving significantly more, bopping to the beat of the song when the "Let's Dance When We Go Crazy" comes in, and like
even if it's just because it's something you're wired to pay attention
Just enough.
to more.
and it's not
Yeah.
the forefront of the song either. Like I said,
Mhm.
like that is very like Cartz is very much a song where
But it gets you into the rhythm.
yes, yeah. So yeah, just something interesting music thoughts that I was having. Why don't we kick it to Pirate Love Song and
Pirate
we'll wrap up.
versus love song.
Pirate versus Love Song.
Aiden, as a guest, although longtime listener, I'm sure you must know what the Pirate versus Love Song deal is here. Okay, so what do we think?
Cartz is definitely a love song. I mean, you can't be that horny and not be thinking about love.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
I'm glad we're all on the same page. Next.
Headspace, Aiden. Do you have thoughts?
I would say pirate song.
Pirate.
Because it's not a love song.
Really?
So this is
Because he clearly does not love his inner thoughts. So
but he's
But
still talking about
Is
the
the
love.
therapy of going through this process of making this song and singing through it not an act of self-love?
And see, this is where the Venn diagram comes in, as to kind of break up the tie here, because I think James is very love song. I want to say it's pirate, but the themes that he's talking about, a lot of them include love. You know, when you get down to it, it's a lot of the self-love of himself. I mean, he even talks about if he doesn't know if
Or
whether or
his
not
challenges in doing so?
and his love, whether he's queer or straight or whatnot, right? Like, so I think love is a underlying theme that you don't realize it, but
And I don't think pirates are talking to each other about this kind of
that's
stuff.
true.
think no.
Pirates.
You know?
I've never met a pirate that's gone to therapy.
No.
No.
They just die at the end of a sword, and that's
All right, Punk Rocky.
way before therapy.
Punk Rocky is definitely a love song. He's literally talking about when
Yeah.
being in love, falling in love.
I think pretty clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Please accept my love.
Oh yeah, duh.
I wonder what type of a song Please
Pirate.
Accept My Love might be. It's definitely a pirate song. I'll bring a BB King pirate song one of these days. You'll see.
All right, yeah, no, but love song for sure.
Yeah.
Aiden.
Will I See You Again? The Sacred Souls love song.
Yeah,
Definitely another love
most
song.
definitely.
Stuff.
And then my last song, which was Dmtri. I'm gonna go pirate. I think this is our one pirate song this week.
I was gonna say 100% pirates.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not really
definitely.
talking
It's
about
just
love. He's
pirate.
just kind of
Yep.
yapping. You know.
I was trying to sway it so that
Yeah.
maybe we had an episode of all love songs. And I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think I can. I
No,
don't think I
he's-
can.
Action Bronson's the lone pirate in this scene, and that kind of works. I feel like with this group of artists that we've got.
Very Jack Sparrow and
He is very Jack Sparrow. Yeah.
Ranger kind of. Yeah.
Him and he's like an Arctic pirate though, because he's got to be with all the ice that he has in his box, in his jewelry box. You know,
Well said.
with the white bears. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
I think that's it. I think that's all we have for you.
I agree. Jammers, thank you.
Jammers.
Aiden, thank you.
Yeah, Aiden, thank you. Always.
Of course, yeah. I'm
Looking forward to the next
happy to be
time.
on again if you'll let me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this was a great experience. I appreciate you guys just hearing your thoughts on music.
Hell
It
yeah.
was uplifting.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. Until next time, jammers, like, comment, subscribe, all that other
comment, and
nonsense.
subscribe. And we are hopefully back on our normal schedule.
Indeed, every other week.
Yeah,
every Wednesday, hopefully. From
every
here on
other. Next episode should be just James and I, and then after that, I don't know if James has another guest lined up, but if he doesn't, I might have a very, very special guest that we can have on. And I guess you'll just have
that
to
just means it's his girlfriend.
stick around and find out. I don't know. Is it? You'll have to wait and see.
That means yes.
I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it. I don't mean it in the, like, it's
Fuck.
totally gonna be his girlfriend.
I don't know. Or maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it's
Just have your mom on. That would be, unironically, that'd be great. We should
I guess we'll find out, huh? In
have both our moms on.
4 weeks time.
We can just leave them. We can just record the two of them. We can just fuck off. Play
We're gonna have
video
musical
games for an
chairs with our
hour.
moms. They'll take our
Yeah,
they'll take
yeah,
our spots.
exactly.
Yeah. So,
Precisely.
okay. That's all we have, jammers. So
Until next time.
until next time. All right. Let's get started. Okay. So
Okay.
we'll
just
start
caught a
with.
fly.
Did you
I need
really?
to prove this now. This is on camera. I have to physically prove that I just caught a fly.
Oh, it's like a little. Well, we've got our end video now. That's for sure.
You know, it's right there. That's exactly right.
Holy shit.